Hi, my name's Joe Achaturo. I'm a certified public accountant, and I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about doing your own taxes. So let's get started. Okay, today's video is going to be on educator expenses. All right, this is going to be your adjustments section of your tax return. If you want to know what that is, please look at the new tax return video that I made for 2018. Because adjustments have moved to Schedule 1. They used to be at the bottom of the front page of your 1040. Now they've moved to Schedule 1 and then get carried over to your 1040. What are the criteria to get the educator expense? Well, before we even start that, let me just say something really quick. I've seen tax returns prepared by H&R Block and by other tax professionals where they've completely missed this adjustment to the tax return. They've 100% missed a $250, or if combined with another, because most teachers are married to other teachers, a combined $500 adjustment to their income, right? I've seen this so many times. And another place I see this a lot is where it's missed counselor, right? If you're a guidance counselor, this counts, right? If you're a principal, you can get this deduction, right? These are things you can get. A teacher's aide, right? You can get these things. I see it missed all the time, even by professionals. So who can get these things, right? If you're a teacher from kindergarten through grade 12, right? College professors don't get this. And so that's one of the criteria, right? You need to be some sort of a teacher from kindergarten through grade 12. An instructor, a counselor, a principal, or an aide. All pertaining to kindergarten through grade 12. All right? And you need to have at least worked 900 hours in a school year. Next. You must have unreimbursed money that you spent. And this is what can be covered. Money out of pocket, not reimbursed by the town, for professional development, books, supplies, computer equipment, any related software or services to that computer equipment, any other equipment, supplementary materials for your classroom, and a special one. If you're a health or physical education teacher, any athletic supplies you buy for your classes, out of your own pocket, that are not reimbursed are going to be covered under this adjustment. One extra caveat. They're only deductible if they exceed the following four things. So your expenses have to exceed the following four things. Interest on Series EE and US savings bonds that you have excluded from income because you paid qualified higher education expenses. So there's a special rule. There's a special rule for interest income on Series EE and US savings bonds, where if you use that interest, with those bonds, if you use the bonds to pay for qualified higher education expenses, then you don't have to pay taxes on that interest. So your expenses that get unreimbursed have to be more than that if you happen to claim that benefit on your tax return. Distributions from a qualified tuition program. So you're usually going to take these top two things. you have to currently also be in school. So this would only really apply to somebody going to get some sort of advanced degree, or somebody who just graduated from college and then gets a job in the same year, or is working part-time at a school while finishing up some courses, right? Or we're full-time going to school, finishing up some courses or some coursework, where you would have a bill sent to you in the same year you're actually working as a teacher. Tax-free withdrawals from Coverdell. Same thing, right? The only way to get a tax-free withdrawal from your Coverdell education savings account is you need to be going to school and you need to be getting a bill. That's the only way to get a tax-free withdrawal from that. So all three mean you still have to be taking active classes. Any reimbursements you receive for expenses that are not reported on box 1 of Form W-2. That's self-explanatory. Just look at box 1 of your W-2, which means, I'll break this down in basic English for you. Box 1 is your gross wages, right? So if you're not receiving any reimbursements, basically, even if you do receive reimbursements, but you spend more, you take the difference. That's the line that's the amount that goes on that line. What's the adjustment worth? If you're single, right? If you're the only, not necessarily single, but if you're the only teacher in the household of the husband and wife, you can get up to $250, right? If you're married, again, $250 if you're the only spouse that works, and this applies to you only. If both spouses are qualified teachers, again, what was the qualified teacher? That was the first slide, right? Principal, counselor, aide, teacher, anything like that. If both of you qualify, then you each get up to $250 for a combined benefit of a $500 adjustment to your taxes. And new for 2018, in the past, if you were in a, usually this happens in an area where the schools aren't really funded well, or at private schools, where the teacher will go, they will spend a lot of extra money for the classroom. And anything above this $250 or a $500 limit, you could then put on as an itemized deduction. You'd be able to deduct that for your as an out-of-pocket business expense, right? An unreimbursed business expense as an employer, subject to a 2% limitation of your AGI. This no longer applies, right? That 2% business expenses, those are gone as of 2018, right? That's part of the new tax rules, tax laws. No more 2% adjustments for out-of-pocket expenses. So you're not going to be able to roll over the additional expenses above the $250 into your itemized deductions anymore. And that's it. That was a nice short video, and I hope you learned something if you're a teacher. Have a great day. Thank you once again for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click notifications. On My Free CPA on YouTube, you're going to have a link to myfreecpa.com. On here, I would encourage you to sign up, get yourself an account, because you're going to be able to save all the courses I put that are relevant to you. And you're going to be able to go back and reference them year after year after year. In addition, there's going to be a Do Your Own Taxes link. This is going to be free online tax software if your income is below a certain threshold. It's basically just like TurboTax or H&R Block online taxes, but cheaper, right? This is the professional software I use, put online for individuals. I'm going to be using this software in most of my videos to explain to you how to do your own taxes. So if you want to sign up for this, please use that link. And when you use that link, I get credit, right? If you're going to do a tax return that's going to cost you some money to prepare using the tax software, because again, not all tax software is free depending on your income levels and your other circumstances, I am going to get some credit and get paid for this so I can keep putting up this videos for you. Thanks once again, and have a great day.